yesterday was 23. So what I've done is I made it 24 now. Okay. This was the sales analysis by country PBX file that we have created yesterday, but that was incomplete. Let's quickly fix this and let's jump into a resume part. Okay. So let's see like how can we do with this. It's a kind of workaround. Okay. If you choose percentage, the number should come like a percentage, or if I choose a number, it should come a number. So that is the goal of it. And I would like to introduce some DAX functions here. So that is the goal. Okay, so let's that load. Okay, so yesterday we have created the sales amount and total sales amount. Okay, and the source sales amount part is over, so the numbers are over. Now we want the percentage for the same two values. Okay, same two values, we need a percentage, so that whenever I click a number, numbers will come. Whenever I click the percentage, percentage will come. Okay, so that is the intent. So let's close this. And what else we want? If I quickly check the measures, total percentage of USA is there, but I don't have percentage of sales amount. Okay, let's quickly check this also. The card, just choose another card and give this sales amount. Okay, 31%. We need to do the unit testing whether it's correct or not. Okay, how to do that? I'll tell you. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm just putting the, otherwise you just keep it here. Yeah, so this is the one, and we want total sales amount percentage also. This is a little tricky, just be focused. I'm just clicking on the new measure. Okay, this new measure is actually a percentage of total sales amount. User defined name, we can write anything which is meaningful. Okay, and here what we are going to write, percentage of total, divide, what is the numerator? Our total sales amount, total sales. So yeah, this one, right? Sales amount. Sales amount. Instead of I should have write this total sales amount. Okay, that's fine. So this is a numerator. Then what is that? Denominator. Okay, let's go to the denominator part. In the denominator part, what we want is sum of calculate. Okay, I use calculate to use the sum. So calculate sum of what is that sales amount. Okay, this is nothing but the same. Okay, nothing but the same sales measure, but I would like to give a new other introduction, that is all. Okay, let's just be patient. Sales amount. Okay, the fact sales amount. Okay, let me close this. And okay, I'm just applying filter one. See the filter one. What is the filter one? All of countries. All countries should be there. Let's close this, and all of country order. Close this. Okay, now close the other bracket and close the other one. Okay, into 100. This is the one. I just want to create a total sales amount. See, but again, observe closely this sales amount. Now I'm going to rename it to total sales amount, because sales amount is actually making sense to me. So it's as it is as total sales, I'm just trying to change that to total. Will this affect to this percentage of total? Will this affect? Because I'm renaming. So here the total percentage, actually I've used this sales amount only, but if I rename here, it will reflect or not? Yes, it will reflect. Let's see. Boom, it's worked. Now if you go back and check this total sales, now the percentage of total sales, now it become a total sales percentage. So not this one, I can put a little extra this one, so that okay. So now we have numbers and percentages. Okay, let's take this total sales percentage also on the card. Okay, on the card. Okay, obviously this will be 100%. Okay, but our intent is something different. Okay, to just check the numbers versus percentage. Now I want one more measure called selected measure. Okay, so I want to select whether number or the percentage. Okay, for that I am going to create one more measure called loading selected country. Country is a measure name. So for that, what I want this time, I would like to introduce variable. Okay, okay, the variable name is country selected. Variable name, actually they are coming in the blue color. Okay, when I say var and then give, it is actually coming with the blue color. Okay, now this time this variable should be filtered of a country. So where whatever the country is filtered, that value passed to this country selected variable. Okay, so for that, isFilter is another function. IsFiltered. Okay, isFiltered country, sales country. See, what is the variable? The variable name is country selected. The measure name is selected country. Don't confuse in between these two. Okay. So whenever the country is selected from the sales territory country, that value will be passed to this value. Then what we want, return, use this return command. This is a syntax, return. Okay. Then enter if that value is stored here. Then what if country selected, this value is okay, if logical test, if this is the one, then what to do? Select the country, something like that. Okay, select I can write anything. This is when it become a red color on the under quotation, it's a text, user defined text, hello world, something like that. Okay, select the selected country is something like that. You will understand why I'm writing this. Okay, okay, and apart from this, I want something else. Not only this selected country is the selected value. Okay, this is one of the most important thing, guys. Just observe closely. The selected value is what? The country. Okay, close this and comma. What else? If not, see, this is a false result. If the selected country is something, this selected value come from here. The country name will be displayed. Selected country is country name. Let's say if I select country as India, this will come India. But yeah, anyway, India is not there. But I'm just telling you, if something country is a selected country is that country name. If selected country is USA, selected country is USA. If not what? Please choose the country. please, I can write anything, okay? It's not minded that I should write only this. Please choose the country name or country, okay? This is what it is. Here it is closing. Yeah, let's try. Yep, it's working. So now let's see what exactly mean by this. Where was that? Selected country. Now to check that, I just need to go to sales territory country. I want a country and select sales territory. And first of all, country should be in the list. Let me choose filter slicer. Okay, and I need to test the selected measure, right? So click on this and click on the card, taking card and just using this one. Please choose the country because we have not chosen any country, right? We can off this header. Okay, please choose the country because we have not selected anything. Okay, please choose the country. Let's say you selected one country, Germany. See, selected country is Germany. Okay, now I'll show you, just observe clearly. When if statement, it's clearly talks the syntax when you write something. If selected, then give the value. If not, please choose the country. So that is the intent. Here selected value and the variable as introduced, okay, is filtered giving that filtered value this, okay. Filters, slices, we will talk this slices part later, but filters are the most important concept in the Power BI because you do slice and dice, you filter like anything, okay. So you should be more careful about this, okay. You just try yourself and then we'll see, okay. Now this is working. I'm just removing this just to check my slicer whether it's working or not. I just use that, so it's working for me. And sometimes it's going the next page, so I'm just making smaller, okay. Now what else?
31.9. What is whether
Yeah, it should come percentage. We'll change the format. The formatting thing will come later, okay, just to check.
that millions only?
This is the percentage.
31.9 is percentage. Okay, okay.
This is the percentage and this is also percentage. See, the
Right.
name.
Oh, okay. Good.
Next, our intent is to check when if it is a number, then number value should represent. If the percentage, and percentage should come. So for that, I am going to create one more measure. Okay, I am choosing this measure table and then clicking the new measure to create. This time I want a measure like number versus this time. Just see if logical test. See, logical test result true, result false. Okay, this is the one. So I'm going to use the syntax. If the selected value, and selected value is one more tax function. If I selected, because we have created one switch table, okay, remember the switch table is using here. So if the selected value is from switch table, okay, switch table, what we have, data type, okay, data type is equal to, if you go and see the data type, we'll see what exactly the spelling, okay. I remember one is number and the other one is test. Okay, if it's a number, comma, number what, give the total sales as a number, this one. If it is a percentage, give the percentage this, okay. That is my intent. So total sales, should use comma here. If it is a true, then true value. What is that? Total sales. It is again result false. If it is not number, then what? If it is a percentage, then what do you want? So that's how it is. Again, data type is equal to, again, right, sorry. If selected value is equal to, this time what? If the selected value is equal to data type, again, data type is equal to percentage. Percentage. We'll check the spelling. If that is not working, which means my okay. What is that? We want percentage, total percent. This is the logical thing. Here I'm not closed the value. Let's see this work. So just understand, number versus percentage is my user defined name. Okay, I defined the name. Okay, you can define any of your name. Okay, this is our but that should be meaningful to the logic what you are writing inside the measure. Okay, that is the intent. Okay, you can write anything. You can num versus per or something like that. Okay, percentage versus num, you can like that, or num versus just give the percentage symbol. Anything is perfectly fine. Okay, again inside the if statement, if the selected value is number of this table value, then give the total sales amount. Otherwise, if the selected value and is equal to percentage, give the percentage value. So simple statement, if statement, if and if, two ifs are. Let's see whether that will work or not. Okay, how to check that? You simply take that measure out. Okay, and okay, take that measure out, but this time it's nothing coming because I need to have a country also, so that uh, this is going to here. And let's see, like first we need to choose a country. Okay, country into the access, but still it is not coming. Why? Really it should come. Is the mistake. Let's see, number versus yeah, could be the spelling wrong. Okay, simple. Let me go back to check the switch table. What are the values that we have? Switch table. Numbers and percentage. See, the spelling is very, very important. Numbers. NUMBERS percent. Percentage. Okay, percentage. Yeah, that is a problem. Now let's see, numbers. Percentage. Yeah, this should work now. Let's. Come on. Everything is perfect. Let's change to table. Let's see where it's coming. Okay. Countries total percentage. Actually, total percentage is nothing. It's coming blank, which means this is not working. See, if the selected value which table is equal to number, give the total sales, and if the selected value which is equal to percentage, give the total percentage. Looks for me good. But why the result is not coming? That is the question. Okay, we'll see this.
With the GUI, can't we do this like in the bookmarks you showed, right? If you select this, hide this, the component.
We'll do one thing. We can test it like this. Yeah, there is no V for this, but let's test this if this works or not. I'm just checking, line by line. Okay. Okay, I think something's wrong with this table. Let me take this value and put it here somewhere outside. Let's see. Data type, numbers. Okay. If the selected value switch table data type is equal to numbers, NUMBRS numbers, that is perfect, which means total sales. That is the switch function. If not, just say
Your selected value means we should select in the slicer, right?
okay, correct. So let's go. Let's try that. Let's see. Let's select it. Let's take a slicer then. Otherwise, slicer of the country. But that's okay. And ideally, it should come. If it's correct. Yeah, good catch. Yes, selected value with work with slices. Let's take the country one. Okay, the filter. Okay, now choose this as a filter. There is the slicer. Slicer. Okay, this time I will make this. Okay, this is the one. The size and all we'll do later, but yeah. So now let's go to this number versus percentage. Okay, let's again recreate our same story. Total sales, comma, and if selected value of data type. Okay, I'm just typing data type, so it will automatically choose the table name. Data type is equal to percentage. See, I want to see the spelling here itself. The percentage, then what? I want the percentage value, total percentage. Two different if statements. Okay, yeah. Pockets are very crucial, guys. Okay. And this, if this value is equal to this, comma, then this value is equal to this. Let's see. Something wrong with this. If the selected value is data type is called number, the total sales, comma, brackets are less or what?
Final parenthesis.
Yeah. No, will highlight the parenthesis. Okay. False result. I think it will work. Yeah. Something like you need to experiment. We should not confuse and we should not lose the confidence. But if not, then go back and check the Google. It will directly give you selected value syntax and all those stuff. Okay. But this time, what we need to do, usually it will be blank. But again, selected countries percentage. Ideally, that should come. It's not coming still. Okay. Okay. Guys, wait. But again, I'm not getting the amount anything.
No, we have written on numbers and percentage. No?
Correct. Again, see, I want to see in the table. Okay. Let's see on the table. Not in the same table chart. I want to use access as a country. Yep. So now if I want to choose a percentage, it will come percentage is not working. Percentage spelling is wrong. That is percentage, correct? But for me, percentage is not working. Only numbers are working. Okay. I can do chase by sales country. Start by country name. It's a descending. Now make it as. And now we'll see why this percentage is not working. Okay, which means so this is a percentage. Let's see percentage. Numbers percentage. This is a number. But if I click on the percentage, these are the numbers actually. I cannot see the value of. Okay, we'll see this later. Yeah. See now percentage is coming. It's 11.55, 9.86. These are the percentage. Now if I click on this numbers only, but now numbers are highlighted. So numbers are coming. If you highlight this percentage, then percentage the number is highlighted. Just this is actually it looks like a little bug, but don't check this. Now see, yes, percentage is coming. So that's how it is. This is just a workaround. We are just working on it. So I would like to show this for you to understand better. So this is how it is, and I would like to publish this to our, or I can do like this. See, instead of publishing from here, I would like to go there. If somebody is making noise, just go on mute, please. Okay, let's quickly sign into app.powerbi.com. And then we can get data, okay, from day 24 sometime. Get data and get files. But where are we? Are we in the MySpace or my workspace or the other workspaces? Just choose a dev this time and get data. Okay, click on get data. So it will be routed to that workspace basically. Okay. In day 24. When was the time? 16/6/29. Yep, this is the one. Yeah, so again, I would like to introduce you one more thing, because if you open this and let's say, these docs are not professionally formatted, okay? So what you have to do is you have to copy this and open this DAX Studio, okay? There is a DAX Studio, okay? DAX formatter. Formatter. Just type DAX formatter. There is a tool that will come online. Simply, you just need to type here and paste, and then it will format for you. Okay, and you just copy and paste. There it is. And you want to write any comments, you can write the comment. Okay, something like this. This is the total amount. User information. Okay, and I don't want to do any filters like something like that. Okay, all filters applied. Something all comment by giving 2 dashes. Okay, this time all DAX function used. Something like that. Whatever it is, whichever it is meaningful for the business, not for the technical side. Here the context is to understand the DAX, right? So I'm giving in terms of technical point of view, but in terms of in the real time, you have to provide some generic business information to understand to other developer. Okay, so write your own comment. To understand the business better, to understand the business or logic, anything is fine, anything you can write. Okay, why you have read use this country order or something like that. Okay, so this is how you can write. So one of the most important part is this DAX formatter. If you want, I can share with you. This is the thing. And okay, now what else we can do? Shall we see the resume, or do you want to go with another reports, like to understand wide varieties of formats, something like that? Your wish. Choose one. Let's proceed with the I would like to show some slices in a wide varieties of formats like list, drop down, vertical, horizontal. Okay, all those different types of color change. Okay, header off, title. What is the difference between a header and title? All those things I would like to show in the formatting pane. Do you want this or resume? Just type whatever you feel want to proceed. If you are unable to speak, yes, are you there? Let's go to resume, or RK, what do you say?
Let's go to
We
resume.
do visual.
Resume, okay. So now Vikram Chaudhary resume, I'm just downloading. Okay, accept, and click here in the 3 dots, show in the folder. So obviously it will come in the download folder. Okay, the first impression, photo. See, this looks like latest. You see the symbol mobile, and the this one, the image of the mail. Okay, and the location. See, location symbol, tagging symbol. This is really good actually. Okay, ETL developer, and the colors are also looks good. So this is called the word tagging. Okay, the keys actually word art. Word cloud. So big data analytics, based on the big data analytics, on the Naukri, HRs will use it to search manually. Previous, maybe before big data era, they used it to search, resume by resume, and they used to do. But now the trend is changing. Even Naukri itself will give the internal analytical tools. Okay, on top of their web application. So this is called the skills area. Okay, this is how you should write. This is really good actually. Okay, this will give you a perfect and look. I mean, look wise it is eye catching. Okay, now this is to seek the challenge of opportunity. I don't like this basically, but that's up to you guys. Okay, now see.
Here hyperlink will be there
No,
in the
nothing
tab.
is there. It's a URL. It's a URL. Nothing is there. How? What is the hyperlink means? Where it will go? Do you want me to go to Informatica site? No, right?
Okay.
But yeah, ideally for mail ID you can give the hyperlink. See that change it to mail to. See mail to you write something like this: mail to colon and your mail ID. So that when I mean if you in the word if you click enter, then there is a blue line will come. That means internally it will change to mail to option syntax. Okay, but again this also you should change to call to something like that. It gets mail to, right? It's a call to option is there, but he did not put that. But you can also apply the call to option. Okay, just similar to this. Here you see mail to colon, right? And apply call to colon, it will come. Do experiment and let me know if you are unable to do that. Okay, looks good for me this, but okay, so languages interest. I don't think interest is required to be written. Okay. Achievements, yes. This you can write. But where is the professionals and projects? These are the projects and these are the companies. Okay. Actually, manage the space, better. Okay, that's how. I mean, time is changing. What is this contact? Ankita Sinha. Who is this contact person? Understanding the task. No, you should not provide any contact number here. Okay. Present. This is a present project to present. Instead of to date, you can write present. This is perfect wording. Okay. This is a month and year. Okay. No need to write a DD here, but you can write instead of DD MMYY, you can write MMYYY and present where the location. Okay, sometimes we'll mention the client. Yeah, actually that should not write the client. Okay, because if you write the client, they think that whether you are working for that company from the company. So you need to mention two things: the client and the company. All those things you should mention. But better you can avoid that. That's also perfectly fine. But that's up to you. Okay, just make so meaningful, and you should think. Put your leg into other person's shoe so that you will understand whether it's meaningful to present here or not. Okay. Yeah, Control M, SVN, these are the old tools. Okay, Tableau, that's not required for us. Unix shell scripting, MySQL, blah blah blah. These are the Informatica. So you choose and you put that here. Power BI, SQL, T-SQL or SQL Server, and MSBI, SSIS, SSRS, something like that. You can put. Okay. And you can put Azure DevOps if you want. I can give you 1 day session to understand how to use Azure DevOps. Okay, and a glimpse of source. Even we are going to connect with Azure DevOps as a source, as I told you. Okay, we need to cover some of the sources like the JSON file, how to connect. Nothing, just connect and it will format. That's it. But to showcase, to eat some time as part of this sessions, I need to showcase. But you try to download JSON file, and you can connect to that, and let's see. Okay, this is the personal projects. What is personal project? I don't prefer this, but maybe he's a fresher guy. 2018 and 2016. But what is this personal project? 2018. Understanding the requirement, onboard personal projects. Okay, so apart from this technical point of view, he is also doing onboard all the historical data which was earlier stored in the report and method. Okay, this is wrong wording, spelling mistake. Successfully decomposing Revport, maybe I don't know. Revport tool. Okay, Revport is a separate tool. Okay, I guess. Maybe Informatica language, that one. Okay, but I don't understand. EDW, Revport decommission, achievements and tasks. And I don't think maintaining two things are not correct. But yeah, from this we can learn too many things. Okay. One is bachelor's degree. If let's say yours is a degree, you can say bachelor's degree. Okay, no need to mention where in mathematics or something like that. Mention computer science because that is a positive thing. Bachelor's degree in mathematics. Let's say if you are BSc Maths, you can mention. If it's a BA, you need to mention bachelor's degree and university. That's it. Okay, and give the end of the year, not the starting of the year, but end of the year. That's perfectly fine. But anyway, once you selected, you will fill, including TDMM, YYY. Okay. If you are not returning in that resume, means it will not require. No, it will require for the HR onboarding process. Okay. But your timeline should be, okay. Vinay, just type all those points that yesterday I discussed with you. All the points. Type in the Skype. Okay, you will type the one by one, you type. Okay, they will see. But this is really good, man. I mean, I never see this, but interest, no need to type. If you have really a passion, then you can use this. Again, languages, that's okay. I prefer, but I never prefer. Anyway, you have to fill this information in the HR portal while joining. I don't prefer these two things because I don't have any other interest. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, achievements. Yeah, if you have any certifications, use that, or you can give the professional, or what you can say is the companies. Okay, you can give the what you can say. Let's say you work for two companies, you can use some, we need to use some good statement and use the the company one, the recent company from this date to this date, and the previous company, and use from this date to this date as a permanent role or a contract. If you are in, if you are worked on a contract basis, no need to mention as a worked as a contract. Okay, but if you are a permanent, then you can write as a permanent employee. Okay. Okay. So I mean, we should not give any negative wording in the resume. That is one of the most valuable point everybody should remember. Let's say you have a B 2011 to 14, which is 4 years. That's perfectly fine. Let's say you have done in 6 years. Should not mention that, which means you I mean, if you come to an interview and talk to you, you are a skilled person, you can achieve it. But to come to that point, this should be good. Okay, this is one of the filter, one gate. They should open. Okay, when I see this, I feel, wow, this is something different. But why can't we check with him? So that's how thought will come into an interviewer mind. Okay, that's what we need to you know logically wire this resume. Okay, to come out of step by step. Once you reach it till interview, then you can showcase your performance. But come to that point is also one of the very crucial thing. Okay. Yeah. Any other resumes? I see some other resume. Yeah, I feel this is the good one. Vikram Chowdhury. It looks good. The font type you just see, like what is exactly the font type, and these two things are also good. The location, sector 40 Gurgaon. I mean, just type Hyderabad, India, something like that. Okay. No need to mention the specific sector and all. Okay. And work experience good, but yeah, just changes. The skills is good. Okay. Instead of maintaining a box, use this um, wording. Okay, this is a kind of wording. Okay, this looks good for me, which is something different. Okay, which is something different, and change this. Okay, I don't want these two different formats here and there. Okay. Just change that. What I don't really understand, what is this personal projects and analyst, programmer and system engineer. This is Fidelity International is a company, I understand, but again, this is a TCS, that is perfectly fine. But what exactly this and this? This is actually making confused. Japan Data Warehouse is a project, okay? And this is a project, okay? Throughout the company, what he has achieved, throughout this company, what he has achieved, and he's talking about the project specific, okay? Okay. Hmm. But this is a new format altogether. Just check, guys. I mean, I understand. I know little late, but I don't know how HR or a technical. Technical persons will be in an old mindset. Okay, they will be in an old mindset. They might get confused. But giving colors and all, they feel good. But when they say resume is this kind of format. Okay, but that's okay if you follow this. But again, up to you. It's a little confused. Okay. Okay, I don't think we have much to discuss in this. Any other resume? Anybody shared? RK, did you share anything? I see somewhere.
No.
The group two, I see something. What is this? Okay, yesterday's file. Okay.
Yeah.
So what else we can discuss? Any questions like uh, Vinay? Did you type? Are you typing there in the chat? Ah, yeah, all point by point. One by one, you type. See, all the checklist. I told you to type, Vinay. See, guys, this is called a coordination in the meeting. In the meeting, somebody asks them, either you should say something or you should not keep quiet. Okay, it's not just after the meeting. Sometimes they might ask you, while in the meeting also. Be on top of that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can type later also, but those are the one of the most important thing. Prepare your timeline, prepare your checklist, ready all your files like experience and then all those things you might missed out. Okay, so make sure you should have all those things. You should not confuse while you do onboard everything every time. Okay. So apart from that, so let's now we have 10 more minutes to cover something. Yeah. So here, tell about yourself. It's one of the most critical point. So how to start? You should not simply start saying like, my name is something so and so. But if you already introduce your name with the interviewer, just start with give some catchy dialogue like as I introduce my name. My name is Mahinder. I have 14 years of IT experience. I've been working so and so company from so and so time, and prior to that company, I worked into other company. Okay, and apart from that, also I have three more companies, and total 14 years of experience consists of these companies, and each company I worked around 3 years. Okay, that's how. I mean, if there is a positive aspect, then I can produce. Otherwise, no need to produce. I can say that yeah, I worked so and so company. I'm currently working so and so company. Previous companies are just like this. Okay, then that goes on. Then if we didn't stop, then you should go on. You should not stop until he asks you to stop. So that's how your script should be prepared. Okay. The next thing, once you introduce your professional summary, what is meant by that? The company, the recent company and the previous companies. Okay. And then if we did not stop you, then you should go on talk about the project. Okay. Currently, I'm working under so and so project. The project is basically a healthcare domain. There, actually, they try to analyze all the their vaccines or medicines, all those quality checks, wide varieties of reports like um, kind of risk IDs, all those stuff they evaluate. We are going to create in that, and we used to get the requirement from Jira or Azure DevOps, whatever the tool you mentioned in your resume. Okay, we use it to discuss or communicate task related information through the tools like Jira and Azure DevOps. If you have both, then you can mention that. Okay, and from there you should talk about the Scrum process or Agile process. Okay, so we follow this Agile process. Basically, we have a daily stand-up meeting. Vinay, type one by one. No, don't type the longer one. Okay, point wise point. So, what exactly mean, what I'm talking here? So, sorry, I was stepped. Okay. Um, where I was na like yeah, agile process. Okay, we talked about how I'm going to get the work. Okay, and we talked about the processes and the scrum. Okay, epic feature and user story and task and sprints. Okay, you need to use these words. Okay, if we still not stop, then again go and talk about the process. Okay, you will get the work from Jira and that has been assigned, and if you have any clarifications you will type there itself, or otherwise you can daily anyway you have a daily stand-up call, okay, with the scrum master and product owner. Okay, sometimes product owner will come or not. Okay, all those stuff you should mention. Okay, that should be crystal clear. I want everybody, you can, anyway, it's recording. Okay, just go to these points and I want to see each and everyone's effort. Who really wants to, and this is one of the most important thing, guys. Okay, he will just watch out like how, okay, this is a perfect way of doing the development of any project. So why can't we choose him? This is the only, point it will, make him brainstorm and then will just, high level he may ask. So because he's satisfied with the process, then technical thing, I know everybody knows that, he can work if he knows the process. I mean, that could be their mindset. I'm not saying that. One second. See, guys, everybody should understand. We should not give this, charting. Charting is also one of the most important. Okay, you should not type longer length, and no other person will wait. Okay, my God, and you're eating others person time. If you keep waiting with this three dots going on, you should not say hi and wait. Okay, this is one of the most important thing. If you type hi and this before a hi also, after a hi also, you should give some statement. Let's say and say good morning at the class. You just type hi and then wait. Okay, when he say hi, I will type and I will eat his time. No, you should not. Okay, hi, good morning, and we talked about and shall we start the class? Something like this. So what is intent to ping your hi? But I just say hi, but I'm waiting other person to say hi. And if he say hi, again I will type a long story and he will just wait a more. What this guy is going to type. Okay, this is not the way of doing. Be smart. Okay, just type the intent, start with your intent. Before that you just say hi, and so that whether he wants to replay now or he can replay later based on your ask. So that's how you are managing other person's time also in an efficient way. Do you agree or not? Type agree if you really agree. Say hi, after hi you can write something which is an efficient way of doing. Just type if you agree or speak out if you agree. Okay, so remember, don't say hi and wait for other person's response. If you really want to test other person's response, okay, in that case you just type hi and then see. Okay, but again, in a professional way, you say something and ask some question, so that based on that question whether he will decide to reply or not, whenever he is busy or whenever you get a free, he can come back and he can reply to you. Okay, that's how it is. My intent is just not to make other persons too much curiosity. Okay, so sorry, where we were at the project, yeah, project process. And then still he is not asked about the he did not ask you to stop and asking trying to ask the questions. Then you should dig into project, okay, and you talked about all your sources, all about your model, about your relationships, about measure table, about all these things you should talk, okay. And the main feature logic, what exactly is that, and what kind of analysis is that? Is that a comparison analysis? Is that trending analysis? Is that ranking analysis? What kind of analysis is that? Okay, and then how you published and how you use that to production workspaces, from dev workspace to QA workspace to production workspace, and getting approvals from end users in each and every area, from QA to production, pre-production. If they have pre-production, anything like that. No, there is no pre-production and production, and then apps. Okay, apps will go to an end user. Okay, okay, yeah, the production will just like a pre-production, but actually end user will access from an apps. Okay, so that's what we decided recently in a best practices to give an end user to understand how we are going to use these environments and where they can come and test. Okay, so something like that. So now come here, guys. Resume, you should be ready. You should have a degree. Okay, you should have a inter. Okay, timelines. Here it didn't mention the timeline. Okay, because while you filling this HR formalities, you should have with DDMMYY to DDMMYY. Okay, if you do not have, again, while you filling that form, you have to verify, and you might get confused. Okay, so write that in a paper. Okay, and just give the dates. I mean, inter is not required. Okay, I don't know why he has written inter here, but inter is not required. Degree, latest qualification is fine. If you have a MCA or MBA, there is a PG, and the timelines are perfectly fine. You don't need to mention about the degree. If you have a post graduation, if you have that, then no need to mention the degree. That's up to you guys, but I
So
feel
degree and PhD both have
hmm?
if you have degree and PhD both, we should mention both or anyone.
That's what I'm telling. I don't prefer if you have a PG, you can just directly mention the PG. Not required to be mention the degree. Until unless that is related to a computer science, something like Great University, all those stuff you can highlight. But I don't think that that type of highlights are there. If you have highlight, then probably you can mention that. That's up to you. But I prefer you can mention the highest qualification. That's perfectly fine, and simple and precise. Okay, don't write big story there. They don't have time to go through your story. They should be precise. Now that resume was
Should
really
mention
good.
subject, even subject also. Is there any problem? Subject.
Subjective, not subject. Subjective. Yeah,
No,
you
no, no.
that.
Subject means qualification subject. You should mention or not.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's if it is related to computer science or computers, yes, you can mention. If it's not, then I mean, I don't think so. If it's maths, then you can mention mathematics, or else just leave. PG in a post graduation, something like that. Okay. Don't give any negative aspect. Okay, why this guy come from that to this? Let's say if you mention biology, biology to computer, what is this? Okay, which was not correct, right? So you should not give any negative, just give post graduation. Then he'll come and ask if still he has a curiosity, okay, and he might ask you, but again, because of your flow, because of your accent, because of your style, all those things matters, guys. Practice your style in front of mirror. Okay, I might be while I'm giving a class, I might go, but if I enter into a different action mode, I might speak something little. I feel so, but yeah, still, uh, I need to improve. I agree that, but yeah, so that's how you practice. Practice makes man's perfect. Okay, everybody should perfect. And nowadays we used to practice in front of mirror. Okay, with the 2-page script. but now you can take your selfie video and then see how your facial expressions and how your body language and all those stuff. Okay? That is one of the most important thing to self retrospect. Okay, so offer letters, if you have more two companies and DDMMYY from one to another, everything should be, even one day should not be mismatched. Some companies are very keen about the days also. Because I had an experience, guys, you have a 1 week gap here, why may I know the reason, something like that. Okay. And that should be same everywhere. Wherever you type, this is the only information you should keep passing everywhere. So that's how you should prepare one document, and hike letters, living letters, experience letters of a previous company. Yeah, this is what the timeline. Okay. Always keep a folder for latest 3 months payslip. Okay, this is an habit we maintain. Okay. So whenever they want, just go there and just see the latest ones. Okay, these are all the things everybody should get ready. And okay, now Naukri. The 10th point is Naukri. Okay, what is this 10th point? Uploading into Naukri or any other. I mean, upload the. And not only that, what words? Okay, tags. This is one of the most important things. Tags, hashtags. Okay, what is hashtag basically? If they run any big data thing, like hashtag, like Twitter hashtag, right? So what does that mean by trending? Just they can search somewhere in their Naukri, I want a Power BI profile. So they will type, from HR login, they will type Power BI resumes. So I mean, if you put the hashtags Power BI, like Excel, like Jira or Azure DevOps, and whatever the source is equal. If you mention, if they search the same keywords, your resume will be the top. Okay, again, you have to update resume in certain time. Okay, update the resume at uh, uh, around 9 or 10 or 11. Okay, this is the time when HR can log into um, Naukri, and then they will see. Okay, so that whoever update the recent one, that will come top, which means you are the eager to looking for an opportunity that will give the
That's why
mentor.
update is required.
Yeah, for updating frequency. Yes, you should update the resume in Naukri in these timelines. Okay, in Naukri, you have to do daily. Just delete the resume and upload the resume and update the profile, something like that, or update the dot and delete the dot. First update the dot and then save it, and come back and delete the dot and save it, so that it will be on top, something like that. Okay, any questions, any doubts? I want to see each and everyone's tell about yourself. 2 pages script. Okay, first starting with professional summary, going to process, and going back to technology, techniques, and the end-to-end scenario. How you do a project, ideal project, how ideal project architecture will start, and all those stuff. Okay, everything should be proper. Who will write first, and I'll see. Okay, I'm not expecting that should be 100% correct. Okay, you can give a draft. Okay, give the highlights, give the headlines. Okay, and you can before giving a presentation, you can tell that I need to update these points also. I want to see someone's tell about yourself tomorrow, if anybody is in ready to face the interview, something like that. Okay, you should not talk about your personal family background, all those stuff. Okay, that is not at all good for an experienced person. Okay, they literally ask, then you can open up after when they will come to ask you about your personal life. You feel that, I mean, they feel that you are going to be selected, and then they want to know about you more. Then they might ask. Again, depend on the interviewer or HR, but 99% they won't ask. Okay, anything else? Suresh, do you want to speak something?
Nothing. It's true now.
Okay.
Whatever you said, that is true now.
Okay. So, yeah. And if you don't have any questions, guys, we can wind up and reach out to me if you have any questions. Naresh, do you have any questions? Naresh, RK, Suresh, anybody? Vinay, do you have any questions?
You have written formula series filters is selected, but if you explain those function clearly, that would have been better.
Okay, what do you mean by clearly what happened here? Any
Yeah,
confusion?
yeah. I understood all formula, all function,
Okay.
but till now I didn't go through ease filter and
Yeah, you have to practice, okay? Still, while you practicing, still it is not. See, this is a slicer issue, okay? Sometimes this is selecting with control and control select and control unselect. But I think once you publish this there, I think it. Let me check in the service, okay? We did not check that, okay? What was that? What was the file name? Yeah, you see the latest one like this. Okay. Yeah, still the lot of formatting options are there, but still, let's see. Let's jump here. There the control click, okay, but here selecting, okay, you select all option or single select. Okay, you can format like this, okay, single select slicer, right? Got it. Yeah, just select this slicer. This is a horizontal slicer, guys, okay. But here, if you come here, selection control, multi select is enabled. If you make it single select, either it should select this or that, so that it will never be blank. Okay, something like that. It never be blank, either this or that. Only if you apply single select. Single select on, yeah. Either this or that. Okay, either this or that, but never, it will never be empty. It never be empty because yeah, this time single selection will be perfectly useful, guys. This is a single selection criteria. This is single selection criteria use case. Okay, this is a single selection criteria use case. At any point of time, it could be either number or percentage. It will not be all, right? So that is the use case for single select. Understand? Hope this makes sense. I'm giving this. Guys, formatting is a lot, okay? You can do a lot of formattings. Now I think I've explained you, say backend color, header color, title color. Header is different, title is different, okay? And all those things you can do. But again, did I show this uh, edit interaction, guys? Edit interaction is one of the most important thing. And bookmarks, again, I will come back to bookmarks. I will give you all next level bookmarks. I think I've shown you a simple bookmark and selection criteria, but I would like to give you one other level of bookmark and selection criteria. Okay, we'll see that in maybe one of the other sessions. Okay.
Can't this functionality be achieved through edit interactions, is it? Whatever you coded here for numbers and percentage, like we shown during bookmarks.
Uh-huh. So
Like
I didn't understand your requirement. Can you please come again?
I mean, here you have shown this functionality of showing the number or percentage by coding here.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Can this be functionality be achieved through edit interactions or a
Yeah,
bookmark, which we discussed
perfectly,
earlier?
perfectly. That is also one of the other workaround. But
We
here
can do
my
this. Okay, I
yes,
just want
yes,
to.
yes, you can perfectly do that. Perfectly, yes, you can do that. That is an excellent idea. But yeah, that's up to the same code can write in multiple ways. So the same way, same story you can represent in multiple ways. If you are a Rajamouli, you will your budget and things technical things will be differ. Okay, something like that. It depends on the director and depend on the producer. Okay, all those stuff. Okay, I think we can wind up here. I'm going to share this file. Okay.
Yeah, one more thing, Mahinder, it's like, see, how do you get the project started? Like,
Yes, perfect question. I
that
want
is
to
the
see
question. And
once
another question is like, yeah, how do you, yeah, you told the requirements you get by Jira or Azure DevOps, but how
you.
is the life cycle going?
Yeah,
And
that's what I asked you to write this two-page script. The two-page script is not just a story, okay? It has everything. It has your professional background, it has your professional history, it has the processes, it has the technical stuff that you have done in the project. So
because
everything
now
it has
just
there.
one file you are creating the dimensions and fact, analyzing the data and everything you are doing, right? So
Mhm.
in the reality, are we going to do ourselves? I mean, is the client is going to give one input file and one output files and telling us to come up with the analysis? Uh,
Yes.
or
Yes.
we are going to sit with the business analyst and talk on each kind of dimension which we plan. How, I mean, how is it
Yeah.
exactly the
So
life
yes,
cycle?
Sushma, come to your point. You just type that two-page script. Yes, I will tell you that there is an epic call. Okay, they will just come and they'll show their intent. Okay, they will end user. I mean, the business user will come apart from your technical manager or product owner, who is from a client side. Apart from that guy, the other person, the business user, end user, okay, who is going to talk with the business, okay, those users will come and they will talk about the intent of that project. They will tell you the intent, that epic, what they really want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about the business, they talk about the current challenges, and they want to overcome by developing these reports, and all those things they will discuss in the meeting. And then product owner will again go back and they discuss with them to create the features, what are the high level features they want to see in the report. From each feature again they will create a user story. Okay, from each user story then again they will divide into tasks. With
So
those
your
tasks,
project is in sprint, is it? I mean, agile, is it?
yes, yes, you should project like that.
Okay.
Okay, it could not be agile, it could be agile, but you project as an agile because agile is a trend.
Yeah, yeah, because it's low budget and completes the project
Yes,
ahead than waterfall model.
correct, correct.
Okay.
Okay, type your script. I mean, write your script, and we can discuss the point by point, like whether this dialogue is right, making sense, or do we want to add any other? This ad. Do you see that spelling grammar check? What is Grammarly?
Mhm.
Grammarly, right? It will suggest you the best wording phrases.
Okay.
So that's how we can also change the dialogues. I mean, that's up to you. But if you feel that dialogue is perfect, then that's okay. But that is actually the crucial thing, guys. This entire course is one level, and preparing the two-page script is another level. It's a complete different direction and dimension. Without this course, you can get the job with the two-page script. That is the secret sauce. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to share that PPX file. I close that. Yes, I've closed. T24 712. Yep. Okay. Just practice, RK. You practice the things and just check if anybody is having any doubts. You can lead them and you can clarify them. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
as part of reporting, we even have to prepare for SQL, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you how to prepare SQL. I mean, nothing to be worried about SQL. You should know how to write a view. Okay. I'll try to install the SQL Server Management Studio. If possible, I'll show that. Okay, but it's very easy, guys. Okay, I would like to connect to SQL Server also. I mean, installing SQL Server will take a lot of space, and again, AdventureWorks database again it will take some some space. So that's what I'm just thinking. You know, just installing
Any
the
SQL
administration.
should be fine, right, Mahendra?
Hmm?
Any SQL should be fine, right?
MySQL also fine. MySQL is the latest, I mean, lightweight software. We can use the MySQL one. That is also perfectly fine. We'll see. I mean, we'll come to that point. Before that, I would like to cover a couple of things. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.